This is Creating Grin. Join us as we play Dungeons & Dragons, the 5th edition. Around ye old table, throwing some tiny-ass dice, telling some stories, and trying to create legacies. My name is Eric, and I have the privilege of being your Dungeon Master for this chapter of our tale. With me as always, the Crit Crew, -1 unfortunately. On my left we have...
I'm Bryan. I am playing Kelbrick's Goldfound, the human cleric. And Kelbrick's is ready to try and bring Shira back from the brink of death, hopefully.
I'm Maria. I'm playing Fooly McDixon, the halfling rogue, and she's got her
the name.
She's got her eyes set on anything with not nailed down.
My name is Katie, playing Ariar Cullis, a tiefling rogue who's ready to just cause some mayhem.
My name's Ashley. I'm playing Snow of Flakes, or Flakes, a Tabaxi ranger, which it's gonna be fun when she realizes her best friend is no longer with us. So,
Might just be temporary.
maybe.
Hopefully.
If she has anything to say about it, it will be temporary. But we'll see.
And this episode is brought to you by our friends at Arcane Artifacts. So if you guys are looking for an amazing custom magic item or items or artifacts to drop into your tabletop RPG to spice it up a little bit, look no further than our friends at Arcane Artifacts. You can visit their Patreon page at patreon.com/Arcane Artifacts, where you can browse their full shop of clever and exquisite magic items. You can follow them on Instagram at arcane.artifacts_. I've had the privilege to work with these people here at Arcane Artifacts to create custom weapons that we're still not able to reveal. They will be featured in some season of our podcast, surely. And they're amazing to work with. Absolutely look forward to working with them in the future on future items for our podcast.
At least isn't dead yet. He still hasn't.
That's true. That's true. He's just unconscious somewhere in the void. We'll figure that out eventually. So, we're playing chapter, I think it's 27, Bryan? You've been doing the editing. Oh, wait, 27 or 28 at this point?
I think it's 27.
Okay, we're going to go with 27.
I've been writing it down.
It might be 27A.
And the title of this chapter is Solin Night.
28.
Yes, so we're on chapter 28. Retconning that. Chapter 28 is titled Solin Nightshade. Last we left off, there was a bit of a surprise as the champions and heroes from Season 1 had moved in and easily navigated the obstacles that were in their way, along with a few other friends that had been acquired. The Fooly McDixon as well as Flakes. And it came to a point where the battle was pretty much done as there were two drow, a male and female, both of them Nightshades, the daughter Shira and the father Solin, inside this kind of elven gazebo in the square or the center of the street there. When all the smoke and arrows had cleared, there was a blade, a dagger blade or a sword blade. I think it's going to be a dagger blade because we're just making it one. That was plunged through the chest of the daughter Shira Nightshade by the father Solin Nightshade. As Shira had fallen, that is when the true nature of Solin had appeared. So I think we're going to jump right into an initiative.
Okay.
Transfer battle map.
Yeah. And I have to get everybody's initiative. I'm going to go ahead and roll for Gorath. Jason is not feeling so well. He's under the weather. So I'm going to be trying to pilot Gorath, and he rolled really stupid.
Is he a mech now?
Yes.
He technically is. He's stupid good.
Oh, might as well.
Negative. I forgot about my negative initiative.
I mean, I did pretty okay.
I have +4.
All right, Ari, go ahead and give me
That's
yours. You're right here.
20.
Okay. That's great. Use that bow. Kelbricks.
I'm not going to.
7.
That feels familiar.
9 -2.
Wow. Ooh, -2.
Yeah.
walks backwards, turns around, closes his eyes.
Okay, did you not update?
No, not
Wiring or-
Kelbrix's.
Ooh, what is that?
He's not updating. Okay, let me try Flakes. Flakes, what'd you have?
I want one.
Flakes.
Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. 12.
Sorry, Flakes got distracted by the gelatinous cube.
Flakes was real distracted.
Squishy. Cube shaped again.
That one did not update currently.
I want it
Fully.
so bad. 22.
And then we'll just come back.
they all updated.
Eventually, it just took a minute.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're going to begin the combat. We are at round number 1. Gorath is going
So
to go
easily.
first. Gorath's intelligence is still at a 0, so I think he's going to look confused as he's going to slowly grab the reins to his mount, step over, and he throws his legs over top of it. Like he doesn't have to climb it. He literally just puts, like he's riding a bike, and just sits on
Too
it.
short bite. Too short bite.
Yeah, like a grown man on a 20-inch frame BMX bike there, and he's going to say, "What is going on here?" And he's going to hold his action to see what the rest of the party does. That's what he's going to do. Fully McDixon, you're up.
I am.
Really a great name. I love it.
What a trickster. Fuli is going to cast Mage Hand. And then also ready a... No, I can't ready anything. That's my action. So I will just take a step back here. Boop. And use my bonus action to hide. Or attempt to hide in plain sight. Stealth. 25.
25 stealth. Well, I can tell you that
B&B Beyond says plus 15. That's
you
what
are
I
a
was like,
few digits more than the passive perception of Solin, so he will not clock you or see you.
Okay. And my mage hand, I'm going to put... Do we have a little marky thing?
can have something that we can use for mage hand, I'm sure. It may not be the prettiest something, but...
There we go, working something. Here, we can use one of the
Here,
tiny
have a
dice.
mage
It won't
hand.
be annoying.
Yes! Fuli can sit in this hand. I'm just going to put this hand right here next to Gora.
It's beautiful.
Lovely.
Love it, love it.
Beautiful.
Throw me mage hand.
And I'm assuming that'll
That is it.
conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to move to Solin Nightshade, who has this exquisite looking staff, in which
Of course
he's
he does.
going to brandish something, and he's going to point it towards
I'm not threatening.
Gorath, and there's going to be this kind of energy that travels from the head of the staff out to Gorath, and I think I'm going to double check the ability of this magic item.
Ooh.
He is going to place our friend Gorath in a wall of force, which I think this is going to represent the wall of force. He may be too tall for it now.
The Shadow Drake's tail.
The
is
Shadow
too big.
Drake's tail is just too big.
Oh, stupid. Okay, let me double
That
check
was
the
good.
parameter of the wall of force.
So close.
He's within range of 10 foot by 10 foot. So just take the Drake and put it on top of the wall force. That way we know it's inside. Does that make sense?
Oh, you mean like that?
Well, no, put Gorath in it. But that,
Remember.
yeah, there you go, and then put it on top. Bloop.
Bloop.
All right, so he created a 10 foot by 10 foot panels, seals them in. These things are pretty thick. It is not concentration. It lasts for a time frame, so thank goodness for Wall of Force. Each panel must continue. Just making sure I got the parameters. I'll keep that pulled up currently. I know, I took all your magics.
Not nice.
Let's see how many charges. That was
Oh, wait.
5. So it's 5 charges from his beautiful staff of curiosity magics. Okay.
Does your wait? Okay.
Yeah.
Mage hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to go away probably. I will still say I attempted to cast it unless you want to let it fly.
Oh yeah, because there's no.
Yeah,
So it's there. It materializes and then fades away.
Okay.
Because of that. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Just sit there.
I'll say that Fuli had no idea.
That was the action to use. And he is going to use a bonus action to flourish in his hand a spectral dagger. And he is going to use...
Wait, why does this matter work?
Oh.
Well, the one wasn't.
No, he won't do that just yet. He'll hold on to that. Like, he thinks about it, stops. And he'll stay right there. Actually, retcon, now I know what to do. He's going to go down and grab his daughter, kind of like by the collar, and he's going to pull her up as she's bleeding out and kind of put her in front of him as a meat shield.
Wow.
So rude.
It's...
I thought I had a bad dad. I'm just...
It's Ari's
It could
turn.
always be worse.
It's Ari's turn.
Well, there, Ari.
Well, I'd like to get on the backside of him.
Yes, you should do that. Without taking the roof of the building out.
Look, I'm doing my best.
You can take the roof off if it's going to create problems. All right.
Perfect.
I'm facing the wrong way, but I can't reach any further.
That's all right.
And I'm gonna stab him with my rapier.
Poke. Pokey poke.
Grab
For
a
those
piece
of
of
you
paper
watching.
and pencil.
So does this come off? Yes.
It does.
That's very pretty.
Yes.
Can you print me one for my wedding?
Not full size.
That's okay, they can squeeze in.
Right, yeah.
But
That
if-
is surprisingly heavy.
It's solid.
It's a
Wow.
17 hit.
Let me double check here. There has to be a sharp. Okay, I've got one. I've
We need
got
to sharpen some
one.
pencils for him.
Sharpened.
There are some sharp ones in there, but we're not finding them. Hey, look, it's a sharp pencil. Or sharper. I know, I haven't sharpened them all yet, obviously. Okay. Let's see, 16 you say?
17.
17. Thank you, sir. Meets beats. So you just hit him.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Bruising for a bruising.
Why do I not know how to dice today?
Dice. It's hard.
Dice are hard. 12 points of damage there.
Okay.
Is she still conscious?
Shallow breathing. She's gonna be like
Does it
death
count
saving.
for sneak attack?
No,
Damn it.
she would be considered incapacitated.
Well, good
Nice,
thing.
Nice try. Nice try.
Yeah.
I still have 2 of it fighting though.
Stab again.
So I
Stabby
guess
stab.
I'm just gonna stab him with a dagger instead.
Okay.
And hopefully better. Oh, nat 29.
Hits.
I sure hope so. 2d4. What is wrong with me? 5.
5 points.
5 points of damage.
That was doubled. It was just.
It's only a d4.
Well, just
So,
making sure.
yes.
Just making sure.
Now
That's all.
don't get to add the bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Rogue Solin.
Did you expect anything different from her?
I'm assuming that's it.
I expected a bow to also not work.
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's it. What do I... It's a +2 rapier, so do I need a roll for it to...
D20 roll for breaking.
Yes, you do.
What if I don't wanna? What if I don't...
There's.
12.
Oh, you're good. Now we're gonna move to Flakes.
Cool.
I
Great.
like this knife.
Well, I believe I have my short bow out. Or I have a longbow on here. Do I want the longbow? Nothing changed from my character last week to this week, guys. We got the bow out, so we're gonna go for it.
Sure.
It's not one.
It's a nat 1. Okay. That.
Oh, wait,
Go
wait.
ahead.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Are you within 30 feet of me?
No.
No.
Never mind.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
I tried.
Freezing.
A longbow.
bow.
Oh my gosh, the short bow is what was out with the last battle, so that's what I went with. Not that it. Oh,
That's
look,
fine.
Look at that. A d6 and I rolled a 6.
Yay! Add your modifiers.
Plus 4, 10.
So, Ari, you take 10 points of damage.
Thanks.
As
At least
Flakes
it
shoots
was me
you.
and not the other one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You said 10?
Yep.
Okay.
My
Thanks,
bad.
buddy.
Ouch. New
Sorry,
friends.
I got nervous.
Hey!
There's people.
Being shitty with a bow is my thing.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
All right.
I was just following your example.
Kilbricks, you are up.
Don't.
Alright, I am going to hop up. And I'm going to reach out, grabbing Shira and casting Cure Wounds at, let's go with 3rd level. So she will get back 6, 14, 26 points of health.
Okay. Her eyes will flutter awake. Her wound begins to slowly close as she has 26 points, and now she's a viable person.
I wish I could reach that status in real life.
We all do.
Goals.
Right.
Hashtag goals.
She
And
still has her grapple.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is all I can really do as I look at him and say, "You are fucked."
Yes, my minion. Tell him. Tell him. As you hear Cillian, the god of war, speaking to you.
Cillian Murphy?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. One, please. Can I have one of your gods, please?
So,
He's a silly man.
Shira is next in the initiative order with 26 points of life. She is going to attempt to break free of Silk Grapple.
Is it backstab if you stab in the back or if you stab them backwards?
She is going to break free, and she is going to move 30 feet towards...
Me, I'm cute and cuddly.
Okay. Flakes. That's fine.
Kitty cat.
Behind. That's perfect.
Okay.
That's fine. Perfect.
I was like, the spot I was counting to is on top of it.
Okay. That is what she's going to do there. I think she's going to, like, lower herself and just take cover behind that large vine currently. And Gorath is in a wall of force. And Gorath is going to attempt to beat on said wall of force. I'm going to see.
Okay,
what
I'm gonna
wall of
bet
force
$1
does.
he breaks it.
I'll take that bet.
You how much are you betting?
$1.
$1.
Oh, okay.
$1.
$1.
Yeah, he just continues to use his action to unleash a flurry of attacks on it, and it just... You can't hear anything other than, like,
The sick beat.
the reverberations of some... Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I can murder to this.
As he will burn his action trying to get through, and there seems to be no effect on said wall of force. So there's $1 that needs to be
Oh,
out.
man.
That will conclude his turn. I even say he'll use some movement to, like, back up and try to shoulder into it. Fully McDixon. It's gonna be used. The full name is gonna be used every time.
Yay. Absolutely.
Has to be.
I will. I'm still crouched back here in the corner, and I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot at Mr. Nightshade.
Yep.
Solin.
Solin Nightshade.
Solin Nightshade. With advantage.
Yes, because you're hidden.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
That went for a ride.
Like a long ride. That's a dirty 20.
That is going to hit, yes.
Okay, so that is a sneak attack with my short bow. It is a mundane short bow. Let me clear the area for these dice. I can reroll Re-roll ones. 1, 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I will.
Nice.
Decent.
Nice.
11, 13, 16, 19, 25, 30, and 7. 37 points of damage on the shot there.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Yes. And let's see here. I'm just gonna... Let me see here.
Teeny tiny.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna go up and be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go up here,
Oh, good move.
Hiding behind.
and then I will also a bonus action try to hide behind the giant and his mount.
He's Goliath.
Goliath. I'm sorry.
Sure,
Sorry.
go ahead and
Giant
make
to you.
Yes.
make a hide.
Large. Okay, so that's a 22.
Is Gora?
Okay.
He's not a large
To hide.
creature, right?
He's-
Don't
yeah.
be- He's just on the tall side.
Yes, correct.
But she's small, so.
So that was a 22 to hide, and that's my turn.
Yep. He will again have too much going on that it's a blur. He knows you go in a direction, but he's focused on what's in front, what's behind, and the fact that a cleric just said, "You're fucked." It is going to be his turn. Solin is going to... He's going to take the staff and he's going to plunge it into the ground as the tip of the staff begins to ignite in flames. And he is going to go ahead and cast... Fireball. 5th level spell. So that's... Sorry, 3rd level. But that was 5 charges. Okay. So he does 8 dice 6. He's gonna center it. Let me double check something.
Himself.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to double check, and that's what he's gonna do. So everybody needs a dex saving throw. And the staff has its own save.
Prepared this time.
Still. Oh no, Calbrix!
Oh, great!
It's the best.
The God of War has decided that you will roast.
That's fine. I didn't take any damage in the first fight, so.
Alright, we're gonna say that. I got 8 dice 6. I don't have that many on me, but we're gonna make it work.
Here, would you like some little ones?
No, I can't see that.
Yeah. Just don't use them, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Anybody roll 1?
No, I did not roll a 1.
Okay.
Did you
should
roll a
have
2?
2. Actually, I'm sorry, I couldn't do that because then I couldn't evade, so
Alright.
my fault.
So, what was your save?
0.
Okay, your save.
I'm sorry. 13.
Yep.
20. Also 20.
Alright, the 20s have it, 13 and 0 do not.
I'll take half because of evasion.
Okay, and then that's going to be 26 points of fire damage off of that.
Oh, that was good. 0.
Yeah.
He has cashed that.
I'm just like,
Is it half
Oh,
you
it's hot in here.
succeeded, or is it
Yes,
nothing?
it is halved.
I also
Yes.
have resistance to fire.
Then it was
Aren't
halved
you a rogue?
again.
And then I also have uncanny touch.
no, you have evasion.
Evasion, I don't know.
Which means
So
you
that's
can
none.
avoid it.
We take
You
half though, right?
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
half.
I take
of
half.
evasion.
Yeah.
Flakes takes half because she's
Um,
not fancy. Like
I took half
Also-
and I am fancy.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that took all of it.
And
Stood there.
you will hear.
Too busy
She
hiding.
has 26 points of fire damage, and she
Oh.
only has 26 points of life that you restore to her.
It was 26.
So,
wow,
she
wow.
falls.
You had to roll that.
The dice, I
yeah.
rolled it. So yeah, she falls. She is unconscious, potentially dying,
Poor thing.
smoking. He is
Did she
now
roll
going.
one?
Now he's going to do the bonus action spectral dagger as he kind of comes around trying to swipe at Ari's face because you are right behind him.
Fucking weird.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. Wow. Does a 25 hit? I'm going to say it does.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And it's going to deal a die 8 plus number. All max damage, so that's a freaking 13 points of force damage from that dagger.
Wow.
Um,
I'm assuming I can't do another thing since I did evasion.
That is correct. I believe that's your.
And is evasion an actual reaction, or is it just an other?
Oh, that's a good. Yep.
I think evasion.
It doesn't say anything about your
Subjected
reaction.
to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage.
So it is not your reaction.
Now, just so you know, when he conjures up this dagger, it basically floats in his hand. He moves his hand in the arcing action, and the dagger is like a spectral floating. It follows his hand action. So the dagger itself slices you as he makes the motion. Just so you know.
Fancy.
Interesting. So
And your
If
passive
you do have
perception
your
is
reaction.
extremely good. So when he does all that, you're going to see that there's this amulet around his neck that pulses green. This green energy. Just throwing it out there.
you know what that? I'm gonna uncanny dodge that. So 7.
That'd be correct. And it will be Ari's turn because that's all he's got currently.
Since Kelbrix is not technically engaged, doesn't that count for flanking, does it?
No.
Well, I'm just gonna stab him with my rapier then.
Don't mind me.
24.
24's gonna hit.
12 points.
Okay.
And then 11 for the weapon magics.
You're good.
Okay. And then 2 weapon items. Down one dagger. Or that's. You were saying these always get stuck on the sides?
Yep. A little bit. I don't know what it is about those traits, but they're like must just be the perfect.
Yeah.
1d3
To hit, it will.
for 4 points of damage.
Okay. On the extra dagger strike.
Alright.
For 2 weapon fighting, just to clarify for anyone listening.
I said that, didn't I?
I know, I was just.
2 weapon
Reiterating.
stab.
We're reminding
Yep.
them because
Yep.
you know that
Okay.
was like a whole 10 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
Alright.
sorry for watching a lot of One Piece where you're like, that was last episode. Why am I still recapping this? We're halfway through this
Are you
episode.
watching the live action or the other one?
Both.
There you go.
Live action doesn't do that.
No.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Flakes, you are up.
Well, you know, if at first you don't succeed,
First
Don't
one's
stab
here.
me again.
hit your
Keep
other
trying
friend
till you
with an
do.
arrow. Would Flakes have tried to use her magic, and she knows that she can't cast Cure Wounds on
Yes, I feel like it would have happened before this
Right,
encounter.
Okay. Then we're gonna pull out another arrow. Oh wait, no, 17.
17 will just hit him.
Not down that far, but still.
So that's 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6 points of damage.
Alright. 6 points of damage. Anything else, Flakes?
I am going to move around the large vine, so I am there to tend her as well as I can next turn.
And what's your passive perception?
Oh god. 15.
Okay, when you do so, you will see that she also has this unique looking amulet that seems to be pulsing green.
Oh.
As we move on to Kelbrix.
I don't want her to die, so. But I also.
Flakes
Toss
has
me a
got
healing
it.
potion. I got it.
Flakes has got it.
With no magic. It's great. I got this.
It's fine.
And no healing potions. I already checked.
Medicine check all day.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just
+0. I got this.
I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds. So everybody within 30 feet of here, which will get everybody, will get back 3d8 plus 5.
Ooh.
So that's 2, 10, 17 plus 5, 22 points of health.
Thanks.
She
That
will
includes me.
gasp, her eyes will flutter, she lunges up, sitting straight up, holding the wound in her chest, her skin being burnt from fireball.
Sounds
Just
like a
be like,
tough day.
It's okay. Just stay down.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I can't do anything with a bonus action, so I'm just gonna then move up and just say you're gonna regret this.
Oh, am I?
Oh yes.
All right. That'll end your turn. It'll be Shira. She is actually going to reach for the amulet, and she's going to start to begin to take the amulet off and clutch it in her hand and hand it in your direction because she said, "Stay down. You've done enough. Good. We'll take care of this."
Good job. Don't die again.
Play dead.
So she will basically hand it to you,
Alright.
and you will get this
Green glowing
strange. Yep.
Amulet.
Yep.
I like it.
You will.
Fancy.
And then I'll end her turn, because she's going to listen. As Gorath continues to get madder, he begins to go into a rage, and he is just blasting away on this cube of force, which seems to not be giving. Foley McDixon, we're back. With all the trickery.
All the trickery. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I'm just probably gonna go ahead and take another shot at our old boy here, who's really flanked right now. Yeah, just gonna shoot at him with my short bow. One second, actually. No, that's right. That's gonna be 27 to hit.
It does.
No ones this time. Or 22, 26, 21, 31, 33, 40 points of damage on that hit.
That'll work.
And I am going to I'm just gonna hide again. Just gonna keep ducking behind this wall of force.
Yep.
That's 17.
Oh, he knows you're there.
Darn.
He's figured it out, the strategy. Okay.
That's
it'll
it.
be his turn as he's going to look over his shoulder. He still has this spiritual or spectral knife in his hand that's kind of like levitating. He is going to use, we'll start with his bonus action to flourish it around. So he hits you from behind. He's going to bring the hand around and hit Kelbrix. So it just kind of spins around him. Let's see what he can do. Does a 17 hit Kelbrix?
Does not.
So you are going to avoid it. That will be his bonus action. And he is going to now... Yep. You're going to see that staff pulse with energy. And then he is going to make a 3-strike multi-attack. He's going to deal 2 with the staff directly in front, and he's going to try to come around with his other attack towards Ari. So we'll start with the front attack. The 2 does a, I don't know if that's going to do it. That's a 17, so the first one will miss. 22 for the second.
That is.
And it is going to deal... that plus... that, okay. It's going to deal 6 plus 5, 11 points of damage. There's 2 types of damage. It's going to deal... Do you have anything to redo? Okay. There is a bit of force that kind of like you have to dig in on that strike as if it was extra peppy. Just to keep that
Extra
in mind. That
Extra
third and
peppy.
final strike is going to... Yeah, it's
That
a
little
28.
pepper.
28 to Ari. This is going to be 16 points of extra peppy force damage on that third and final strike. He's still good where he's at currently. It'll be Ari's turn.
I am going to drop my dagger and pull out my defender short sword.
Okay.
Stab him with that. Really? 18.
That will hit just barely, but it gets him.
10 points of piercing, and then there's 76 poison damage.
Plus your sneak attack.
I haven't gotten there yet.
For those of you listening and watching, it is not a bow, it is a blade. Ari cannot use a bow. Refer to season 1. All season.
He's gonna be
Can't
comical.
count.
number.
22 points of poison damage.
Okay.
You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Target number?
15.
I guess 17 I'll save. Con save, correct?
Yes.
Yes, 17 is what he's got.
Half damage then.
From...
The
The poison.
Okay, so
11.
adding the 11 back. Okay.
And then 8d6 to sneak attack damage. 31 points of sneak attack damage.
That he can't do nothing with, but eat it.
Have it.
52 points.
He's now into the double digits. Congratulations.
And then I'm gonna stab him with my rapier.
Stab away.
21.
21 hits.
8.
Okay. Okay. That brings us to Flakes if you're done with your turn, Ari.
Yeah.
Okay. Flakes, you're up.
I've done
Alright,
enough.
I'm going to ask.
Oh my god, sorry.
I asked if you were done. I'm just kidding.
I forgot I had a roll because they're both magical
Oh,
weapons.
correct. On both strikes, a strike.
19 for the short sword.
It's good.
10 for the rapier.
It's good.
I was like,
I like that one.
Build a little tension
Okay, now I'm good, sorry.
there. Okay. Flakes, you are up.
First, I would like to apologize to Ari because I had lucky, so I could have. Sorry.
We'll just say it was because I got your friend killed.
You don't know about that.
Doesn't know yet, so she might hit you with another arrow.
Alright.
Alright. I am going to ask her, be like, is this how you were casting magic before?
She is going to say with a nod, like she's conserving her energy. And she'll just nod.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on.
Okay, it's on. It feels
Oh, God.
It feels tingly, but
Ooh, tingles.
that's about it.
Alright.
Because you ask, here's what we're gonna do. You can burn your action and your turn essentially to take her advice on what you need to do to activate it or attune to it.
I think she'll do that, yep.
Okay, so she quickly gives you a tutorial strong enough that you'll burn everything you've got to utilize it and attune to it. You can add it to your inventory. It is called Amulet of Ley Lines. It is a custom item that I created myself. And hopefully it's not lame.
Pretty awesome.
And that will burn Flake's turn, bringing us to Kilbrix.
All right. Well, since he is not, or I don't have to, bring anyone back from the brink of death.
Currently.
What's fun in that?
Are you
you
actually doing the damage now?
I can actually attack him. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull out casting second level spell. I'm gonna bring out a spiritual weapon, have that standing right next to him.
I don't know if I have a spiritual weapon tool, but let me look.
Okay.
Use that ham again.
Bitch
Yeah.
slap.
And we'll
Here,
make a
have a sword.
swing. Perfect. And we'll attempt to stab him with that. 14 plus 10, 24.
Yes, 24 hits.
That will deal. Nice. 13 points of force damage.
13 points of force damage. Okay.
And then I am going to pull out my mace. And no, I can't. No, not this turn. I will just go ahead and cast Toll the Dead. So Wisdom saving throw for him.
Okay.
DC is 18.
Oh, he fails.
Alright, so he will take 3d12 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rot away, sir.
5, 12, 20 points of necrotic damage.
So as you bash him with that mace, we'll say like right in the clavicle area, he's like, ah! And you see it kind of like
Well, no, that was
necrosis.
Toll the Dead.
Oh!
That's what I used. I couldn't use my mace.
Then he'll grab his head as it rings in his ears.
As he got bashed by. We'll call my spiritual weapon a mace though.
Okay.
That's what's over. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Shiro's going to use her turn to complete the quickly attuning process as she's explaining everything on how to make it work. Gorath is going to, at the top of round 4, continue to get angrier and angrier as veins begin to bulge from his neck and his biceps and arms, and he's just putting his fists together in double axe handling and just kicking and trying to slam into this thing to break it as he is not happy.
He doesn't have like high blood pressure or anything. Like, should we be worried?
No, I think he'll be good at least until the rage wears off. So that'll be his turn. It is Fully McDixon's turn.
Oh boy. Well,
I forgot I had this whole jar of D6s.
they're so little. Sneak attacks.
So sorry.
I will do ye old standby and just take another shot at the old Nightshade.
Ye old Nightshade.
Okay. 32 to hit.
I'm sorry,
It
what?
does. It does.
32.
32.
That's a high number.
32.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 27. Not
Still
30.
hit.
Well.
Gosh.
Goodness.
Play fair. Rerolling a 1. Got a 1 again.
Sounds about right.
2, 5, 4, 9. 36
36
points of
He's
damage.
still up.
And
Not looking good.
I will go ahead and I'll just stay where I'm at, but I will try to hide again, behind the insane. That was an 8. 23 to hide. Can't add today.
Yep. He will not be able to clock you, but that makes complete sense because he's literally getting lambasted with all kinds of stuff, and he's starting to like fall down.
He was warned.
He was warned. He really
That'll
was.
be my turn.
Okay.
Be warned.
He then, out of desperation, wounds beginning to mount. He's down to, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, 24 hit points. Like, he's looking rough from triple digits.
Laughs in rogue.
He takes the staff as an action. He's going to smash it over his knee.
Oh god.
He rolled the percentage to beat it, so he just, like, turns in on himself, is gone. But when that smashes, there's a wave of force energy that goes out. I need everybody within 30 feet. Hang on. Because
Do me and
30-foot
Okay.
radius, so 30 feet either way from where he's at. This is pretty much everything. And you can take the wall of force off because it's going to stop as soon as that is broken.
He's gonna fall right through it.
And he's going to take the damage as well. So I need dexterity saving throws around the table.
do we get advantage behind our vine?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
you do not. Gorath only has advantage on the strength stuff, so this is not it. Okay, he is going to, let me check his character
But
sheet.
he does have Indomitable. I'm pretty sure as a fighter.
15. So the Indomitable, I gotta look and see what it does.
He can re-roll saving throws. One saving throw.
I'm gonna let him
If anybody
reroll.
rolls a 1, you're 30 feet of me.
Well, he still
Are you within
failed.
30 feet of me?
I don't
So,
think so. I think you moved just
As
out
he
of it.
breaks this staff of power over his knee, he literally, Solin is going to, like I said, teleport. There's a wave of energy, force energy that comes out. I need your dexterity saving throw.
I failed.
28.
Okay,
15.
okay.
24.
Okay, 24 and 28 are going to take half damage on this.
I would also like to take half damage. 'cause I
You
have
can,
vision.
because you have a thing.
I evaded too.
112 points of force damage.
I evaded, so I wouldn't take
What?
any of it. Great.
Yeah, you
Evasion.
don't take any
Correct.
with evasion.
112
succeeded.
points of force damage.
Kubrick's is unconscious.
As Kelbrick falls.
Anybody dead?
Gorath is
Okay, so
still
112
alive.
is 56?
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Oh, good. So,
Did you guys hear that?
So,
Gorath is down to 20.
is what's her face dead now too?
Is
Is she dead? Or
I'm going to roll.
I mean,
she was hunkered down. She stayed down. She was good.
I'm going to say she's at 0 hit points, but not like dead.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Story flavor reasons. She's dying.
Dying. We're gonna. Felix is gonna try out her new little amulet and attempt to cast Cure Wounds.
You can. As long as you follow everything on there that needs to be followed.
It did say roll a d12. Do I start at 12 or do you want me to?
Go ahead and start roll d12 to see what you got in there. Because she was using it earlier.
See, the trick, you guys, is to jump when you see those kinds of things. You just jump when the wave's heading your way, and you'll just totally not get hit at
I
all.
was behind him.
yeah, it did smack me in the face.
You just got to really be really high perception.
I do.
I think we're going to go ahead and close out the initiative. So it's kind of free range. Bryan, if you want to switch over to our player map. I know a lot of things on the table.
What is my spellcasting ability? Or how do I find that?
It should be, check your spell
Ah,
list.
spell attack up at the top. Okay. So she is going to get back
Dang healers.
uh,
I was need
3
healing.
plus 5, so 8
Okay.
points of damage to our friend here that's died way too many times today.
Yes, she is in a
I had 4
bad-
slots, so that will take 1. And then do I need to go heal Kelbrix? Or do you have that?
I got you.
Okay.
Or you get 6 hit points.
Is that from a potion?
From a potion.
Gotcha.
I don't have magics.
Just checking. Okay, combat is over. The damage has been done. Gorath is like, oh, what in the gods was that?
You good there, buddy? Did you bash
No.
on that wall some?
I don't like the invisible wall. Stupid is
So
what he
sorry.
says.
Ow.
Where
One
did
that's
he go?
supposed to heal, not to die. Sir?
There will be like remnants of the staff as they just turn to dust and fall to the.
Man, that probably would have been useful.
It
Really would have,
useful,
yeah.
I'm too old for this shit.
You're not even that old. Get up.
I would probably.
Actually, we are.
I know.
Or I am.
Freaking humans.
Okay.
I'll head over towards Flakes, and
I'll be helping Shira kind of regain her balance and
Thank you.
Stand
That's
up.
what she says. Kind, feline. What is your name? As she asks.
Flakes. Snow of Flakes, right along, but you may call me Flakes.
That is a very nice name.
Ah, thank you.
My name is Shira Nightshade.
Shira?
Shakira. I'm gonna pop up like very surprisingly from behind the vine. I'm fully and try to surprise them, like jump up from behind and startle everybody.
As she dies of a heart attack.
You definitely turn around with like a short sword, like, oh, okay, don't do that again.
What in the world's going on here, Shira?
Same question.
I'm
Yes.
also gonna pick up the dagger I dropped.
Okay,
Just
fair
what's
enough. There's trouble at the hive, is what she says.
What now?
The
hive.
come again?
The
Bees?
how the council chambers in the center of the city is what she says, trying to get her words out, as she's still a little concussed from being dead several times.
I'm gonna give her a little, like a water skin.
Sure.
Probably has alcohol in it.
Yep.
Big Cassie.
It's vinegar.
It's liquid. It's refreshing.
She is very. You're gonna notice she's very sad, and she begins to weep as she kind of puts her face in her hands. Tears are gonna begin to fall.
I'm definitely gonna look up panicked, like. She's crying.
She's in an emotional
okay.
state. Her
fine.
father, you'll hear her whisper, why father, and how could you, and all these things.
The man
Classic
that
daddy
stabbed
issues.
you was your father?
That, yes,
Oh, okay. Yep.
I loved him so.
I'm gonna lean a little bit more into the padding. Yep. We might go for a full hug. We'll see. How she feels.
Was this something that came out of nowhere for you, or were you suspicious of these kind of evilnesses in your father? I feel like if you're that close, you might perceive something.
Time for an expose now. Okay, so
Story time.
as you
Sweet
gather
little
around
wine,
to
okay.
hear kind of some of the answers, she's going to say that her father used basically her and her brother, or attempted to use her and her brother as spies. He planted one in each side so that he could be on the winning side. He was the neutral party. He stayed as neutral as possible, and whatever side won, he had favor in both houses, so therefore he would come out the winner in his brain, is what she says. I discovered that this was his plot and plan when I kind of got elevated and pushed through, becoming almost like a right hand towards the queen. And he did not approve of the attraction and feelings that I began to develop towards her, and that disgusted him, is what she says. But I still loved him deeply. He was my father, and he treated me well for years. I developed a solution or a plan to kind of play along with his scheme by feeding him false leads and informations, is what she says. And those false leads and information is what led to the death of my brother, which caused him to snap and change. That's what she says.
Who
Snap
was your
and
brother?
Change.
Demetrius Nightshade was my brother.
You said was your brother?
Was. As
Yeah,
he was
he
killed
was
by a group of
Killed.
people that were tracking him down. That's what
Yep.
she says.
Flake's is gonna have this real guilty look on her face. Yeah, awful. Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Yep.
So sad.
Whoopsie.
You said that your brother was on the other side of was with the quote baddies.
So she begins to kind of break it down as quickly as possible, and she basically will say yes, he had kind of aligned himself being the brother with the Empress, as I aligned myself with the Queen, and we gained favor, and each basically promoted our father and our house and the loyalties, so that whatever way it swung, he was in favor.
Where do your loyalties lie now?
My loyalties are with the Queen, is what she says, as I want to not be used as a pawn or anything to do with my
Do you have any
father's
ill will
ploy.
towards the group that killed your brother?
Just there was love for my brother. I loved him. Do not get me wrong, but he was devious and he was evil.
So no chance of
no,
revenge
it was
fantasies later.
The
storyline.
feeling was essentially
Good.
That was my sibling, and I cared and loved him, but I did not agree with his pathway, and I didn't agree with my father's pathway, which kind of began this separation and shifting her loyalties to where she actually was like her own person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Now, Shira, you mentioned this is what led to your father's change. Was it like
After word
night and
came,
day, or
after word came of my brother's death, he completely went insane, erratical, drunk with revenge.
Happens.
But I never saw him taking it out on me. He never showed those types of things on me. As she looks at the wound that's slowly kind of healing and closing. I don't have much of coin to give you, but I do have these. I was able to acquire some of these in hopes that I wouldn't have to use them from the palace. And she pulls out a small satchel and kind of like a, not a satchel, but like a
pouch.
A pouch, thank you. And she'll present it forth. And inside there is going to be 3 scrolls.
Okay.
I'll look at the scrolls.
You give me an Arcana check. 10 or better, we'll figure out roughly what it is.
Not bad. 14.
The scroll that you have in your hand is a scroll of Raised Dead.
Mm.
15.
Ironically, the one you look at is a Raised Dead, and there's 3 of them, one for each of them if needed. There's also diamonds requiring, as part of the whole scroll or functionality of the spell. So there's 1, 2, 3, 500, I think, or 300 value, whatever it is, it's in there.
Just enough of who was lost.
That's what she had. Obviously, she intended to have them in case her father fell. He wanted to bring the son back, so that's what you got.
Gotcha. Well,
It was a safety.
Let you hold on to those cupcakes.
The hive is crucial to get to, is what she's going to say. There is great forces pressing upon the walls, and I'm not sure how much longer things will maintain, as there's this kind of pulse of green energy that from the center of town and just flashes up like a pillar of light in the air.
Probably.
The ground will shake a little bit.
did Syndra come with us here?
Yeah, you know that
Oh.
you, being the entire party here,
Yeah.
came as part of her entourage and representing the Royal Syndicate.
Probably where Syndra's at.
That is
Yes.
correct. You know that she
It's also
rushed
not-
there and sent you to grab other people to help and do what you can amongst the city, is where it goes, which is where you found Flakes.
Flakes, that's a cool necklace that you've acquired.
It's pretty awesome. So I actually could use my magic.
I
So,
noticed, I
yeah.
tried Mage Hand and nothing happened.
Yeah.
That's because of what's taking place at the hive. There's large crystals that have erupted from the under earth and have basically created how do I put this, is what she says, like siphoning devices that is pulling all magics from outside of the circle of crystals created around the hive, and it's pulling it into the center. I don't know too much more other than it's not going to be good, I can tell you that.
Pulling in all the natural magic from the
From
lines.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Giant
All
magic
the
magnet.
ley lines or the weave, and then other wells of magic throughout the world.
Good. Great.
We
Let's
should
go.
probably go. Everyone on the
You
bus.
got any more of that healing, though?
Yeah.
All of us who got freaking fireballed and forced and stabbed by friendly fire.
What? I thought you were gonna not say that. I was really gonna be happy. My bow slipped.
Okay.
I will go ahead and okay. Keep that. I'll go ahead and cast Heal on Ari. So Ari will get back 70 hit points.
Thanks.
Nice.
And there's my 6th level spell slot.
Probably should
Bless
do it
you.
on yourself instead.
Yeah. And then I will go ahead and I'll cast God, I really don't want to use that, but I'll use my 8th level spell slot and cast heal on myself to give me 90 back.
Okay. Are you content? What's the next phase? She's still wounded. She's only got 8 hit points currently.
That's fine.
Yes.
She claims she'll be fine. She'll find some refuge or cover to wait this out and try to find something to heal with. But it is imperative to get to the hive.
Yeah, let's all head there.
Okay. There's another burst of this green flash, and then the air, everything turns green, like tint green, like there's a green light or aura. You feel a disconnect from your god at this point.
Good. Glad you healed
As
us
if
now.
whatever just happened kind of severed the connection via maybe temporary or not, as you dispel or use the last healing on yourself.
Lovely.
I'm glad you used that 8th level spell.
It's a very cold feeling as you hear this kind of whisper echo from Solin, and then it's almost like he just got marveled and snapped away. Like he's gone.
Wow.
But you still feel the magic. The crystal actually pulses brighter.
Okay.
It still maintains.
Before we take off, I'll say to my compatriots, do you think there might be any potions in that there shop over there?
You should
Does
check.
anybody speak Elven
I do.
or
Yes.
speak
No.
Undercommon?
Speak Elven.
Okay, it's good enough to know, like the Elven and the Undercommon are fairly close enough. You can kind of interpret that it is a magic shop. It's probably the same magic shop in which you saw the crazed Velisar
Yes.
with the basilisk oil or the gullet oil, basilisk gullet oil.
Let's go take a look.
You sure can.
Sure, let's go steal some stuff.
Yeah.
Does the amulet recharge at all? 'Cause it's not on the little...
It does,
Okay.
but you don't know how it, and nor does she. She was
Okay.
just given it by her father.
Okay.
It's not an easy
Let's
task.
go get some healing potions then.
The store will be vacant when you go inside. You can see there's a ton of looting that's been done. Things have been knocked over and just it's been ransacked. But you will be able to make investigation checks
I will do
to
that.
search for things.
That is a 22 for my investigation.
Okay. You will be able to find 4 potions of healing, 2 greater, which I will have Bryan pass.
I've
them
rolled
down.
like 6 ones tonight.
If you're within 30 feet, you can reroll from Bountiful Luck
Jeez.
as a reaction for me. Thank you.
That's what you're able to acquire so far.
Nice.
Thank you.
That'll be what you get. Anybody else investigating?
16.
A 16 is going to find a box, a jewelry box that's been like scattered about and broken open. There'll be 2 rings of protection that are laying there.
Okay, cool.
And then there will be a ring of spell storing and
14.
14. An additional potion of healing will be discovered. Just a regular, which they're up on the shelf, and I'll get them on the next episode.
16.
You will be able to find a +2 mace that is left there. It was like, looks like it was like in a bundle of weapons or things that were taken, and it just kind of fell out of either the arms or a bag and kind of bounced underneath a bit of debris and was just forgotten.
Okay.
Anyone else want a ring of protection?
I kind of dodge things pretty well, so I think I could be okay.
While you all are inside doing this investigation, we'll say this goes for about 5 to 10 minutes-ish. The person at this table with the highest passive perception is going to be whom? You?
20.
You are... Okay.
28.
28 is going to hear what sounds like the snapping of wood, the grunting and shouting of a familiar Goliath. out in the street, in the distance.
Oh shit, we left Gorath. Should probably go make sure he's okay.
Alright.
So as you guys go to check on him, you can see that probably 60 feet or more in the direction, what would that be? The western direction towards the other end of the table. He has run in with a wagon, and he has literally taken out everyone who was piloting the wagon, and there was a large spider which was pulling the wagon. He has crushed the spider as he's wiping the goo from his hands.
He had to keep his,
There's all that pent-up energy and
Yes.
aggression he had there. And he's literally going to walk around the side of the wagon, which is no longer hitched to anything, and there's a bunch of dead bodies laying around, and you just hear him as he hulks, like, you know, the Incredible Hulk, the door off the back, just jerks it off the iron hinges.
of the store we're in.
No, of the prison cart, or the cart that
Gotcha.
he was dealing with, because they were coming this direction.
What you got there, Gorath?
Just some people sleeping in the back, is what he's going to say. And he pulls out a Air Genasi, correct? Or isn't that what Ilias is? Air Genasi, who's seemingly unconscious, and another drow male who looks like he was just wrangled up. And he will bring them, like, by their collars and bring them over and just drop them at you guys. As
that one looks familiar.
his rage is beginning to kind of eventually to wear down a little bit.
Gorath, I'm happy that you found a place to vent your rage. This was actually very helpful, thank you.
I've learned to channel and focus my angers, is what he
You're
says.
doing such a good job.
Flakes are just gonna. Okay.
He's looking at his hands. He's like, does someone have a moist towelette? You know, this is gross. I don't like slimy things. And he starts trying to wipe it, and it just makes it worse because it's all over him. And he's like, it was so gross.
There's just like a robe or something laying on the ground. I'll
Yeah,
just hand it to him.
yeah. And
There you
he
go.
will
Here you
try.
go, buddy.
Yep.
Was anyone else in that wagon?
Just these two is what he says.
I think this is one of the ones that died.
You think they could be of any use?
I mean, yeah, if he's not dead.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ari was there,
Mhm.
Is he dead or is he unconscious?
unconscious. There's a
doesn't
shallow
know.
breathing, you can tell.
I'm gonna
Unconscious.
I'm gonna huck over one of the healing potions to you
Oh, thanks.
to give to the new
one?
unconscious person.
Oh, the regular one?
Regular. See if it helps.
At this point, Flakes, you hear, what do you mean the ones that died? There's a
What?
clarification.
Nothing? 5 points to Ilias.
Golden, Ilias gets 5 points back and returns to consciousness. As soon as he does, he scrambles around, like, frantically trying to figure out
Flakes
what's
never
going
met
on.
this one, right?
Huh? No, yeah.
Yeah,
Ilias?
you
met
yeah.
Oh, Ilias. Who was
Yeah.
the other one?
We don't know.
Okay.
Just a random
Random
guard or something that was picked up, who was also unconscious.
Okay. So be like, what do you mean died? That
Okay.
one was with my friends.
What?
Now play Ilias, who's panicking on the ground. What would Ilias do?
Everyone's dead.
What do you
I tried to
mean?
run away and everyone was killed.
Runa?
I didn't like actually
we have
see
to go help her.
but she was under a giant, so like
That's right.
she's probably dead. And fucking Rilda.
And you just left them?
I was gonna die.
Fair enough point.
I mean, you saw where it got me. Apparently,
Let's all settle
I
down
don't
now.
actually know where I
Rage
am
is not
now.
the answer, is what Korath says.
This isn't
I've been
rage.
working on this.
This is anxiety.
Let's all calm down.
Who the fuck are all of you? Oh, I know
I'm-
you, Flakes, obviously.
Right.
I'm Gorath.
Hi.
Calbrix, we're here with Sendra.
I've like faded into the
Okay.
shadow hiding because all the loudness. Like,
Too much.
nothing. No one.
Quick, you have to take me to Runa.
I don't know where she's at. I mean, if
Under
she's
a
still
giant,
under the
where's the
giant,
giant?
then it's back. Looking around. To
You
see
can
where I'm
use a
at.
survival.
That way.
You can use a survival check. 15 or better will give you an idea.
I think we have to
It's
head
gonna be
towards
great.
the hive, don't we?
16.
You have a rough idea.
Ari, you saw them, right? Where
Oh,
were they?
here we go.
So as Ilias like tries to gain his bearings and points, and Ari's gonna be like, "Yeah, it's roughly in that direction."
I mean, back that way. Like we're towards the center of town,
Okay.
which we're going to anyway. So.
Yeah, is it like on the way towards the center of town?
you're gonna backtrack.
Would we
essentially.
backtrack to get to them?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, it's not like hours of backtracking. Like, you could probably get there within 15 minutes.
Do you still have the magic item thing that was gonna heal your other friend?
Ilias patting pockets. Hopefully.
Well, they didn't take anything.
Then yes.
They just tossed you in the back.
Hey,
still
are
have
you a
things.
magic person?
Yes.
Here's this black box. I don't know what to do with it.
This large black box comes tossing in your direction and bounces.
Okay.
I think it's bad luck.
It's a cursed box!
I had it and he died. I had it and I almost died.
Yeah, I got nothing for it.
I don't know how to open it.
But yeah, I'll take a quick look at it, I guess.
I get the
Sure.
feeling every week that someone's mad at me for not opening it.
Arcana check, please.
I'm great at. It's an 8. Well, I don't know. It's a box.
Big, exotic
Can I help
wooden
him since I've
box.
had it?
Sure, yeah.
I know it doesn't look like much, but see, there's this little nick in the corner.
Do you want me to roll or is he an advantage?
That's up to you.
If you want advantage, you can have advantage. 'Cause I
Sure, with
rolled
my
terrible.
+0 Arcana, why not?
Oh, maybe you should have let me do it.
Yeah,
then.
5.
Well, it's committed now. It's a box. It's very
Yeah, 'cause
exotic,
I got
dark
11.
black wood. It seems to be, there's a seam down the middle that has some sort of something kind of adhesing it together or keeping it closed. There's no like latch or entry point or anything like that.
Hey, Ilias, have you tried smashing it against something? Just good old, like...
Hey,
chuck-
large guy.
Hey, I was gonna say...
Sure, he
break
takes
it.
it and just starts like pummeling it on the ground. But it is technically magic item, so it's just he just keeps beating a divot into the ground deeper and deeper.
Okay, I
He's
guess
stupid, and he hands it
I'll
back.
take it back. God damn it.
Actually,
This
flip
is
over
what-
the hourglass, please.
Just one I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Well, if we still have the thing that can bring Runa back, let's go solve all these problems first. Because it sounds like that was kind of like... I don't know. Did I hear Force Wave feel something when the, like, god died?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just, like, within... Because now that I'm a
Correct.
magic-y
I
character and I can feel the magic.
I heard that in my head.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. You feel connected to the weave of the energies with the amulet.
With the- okay.
Yeah, you feel like normal again, not empty. He now feels the cold emptiness of quiet.
Solitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So this is
My
what
dead
this
body
is
can't,
like
like,
again.
suffocate
That's what
under
it's
a
like to be an
giant.
atheist.
She should be good. Runa will be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully.
Cover went through an atheist point. Do we have the time to go and deal with that, or do we need to just get to the center of town and fix the shit that's going on?
I think that we need to get to the center of town because, like, if we backtrack and take care of people back there, then we're going to have extra people up the front to take care of, and we might need some help later, and if we're going to save the whole thing, we might need to conserve resources and then allocate afterwards. Says the shadow in the corner.
Yeah,
Person over there.
the wall talks.
They might be able to help. We were trying to get to the center of town to help, and then we got stopped by Shadow Giant and betrayers.
Certainly the queen has connections that can
There's some
help
other stuff.
with everything, and we need to protect her the most, I would think.
Okay. And who exactly are you? What are you doing here?
We were sent by Syndra to come try and get the Teardal to join the syndicate.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Essentially.
You were that group. Oh,
Yeah, and then we got
Sad.
dragged into not class war, different war, civil war. Ugh. And they're destroying the ley lines and poisoning the forest. And there was a genocide.
I can go back for them and bring them to the front lines
This
if
is
you
a lot
want
going
me to. Me and my trusty steed as he pulls forth the shadow drake.
You can just bring the bodies to the
I would
front
appreciate
line.
it. Please do not let any harm come to my friend Runa.
I can go with and show you where they were at.
Being Ilias.
Ilias.
Okay. What do you think, Kelbrick?
I'm not
It's a good
at
idea?
voices.
We might
Yeah,
need your strength.
Well, yes, but if they...
He is much stronger than me, and he slaps you pretty hard in the back. He has led us through many of tough times.
Ow.
On the verge of dealing a point of damage.
Yeah. Go ahead, get them. If they were here by the order of Syndra, they would know extra information.
Come to me, beautiful steed, is what he says, as the Shadow Drake will come to him.
Elisa's just gonna like flinch a bit.
As it comes there, he same thing, just throws his leg over the saddle, and it looks like I said, a large man riding a bike or a donkey or something.
Hey, Elise, do you remember that look that Runa had when she saw the... Flakes has the same look, like, I want to ride it.
Come, man of air, we ride, is what he says.
Okay.
So he will literally grab you by the forearm and just toss you on top.
Okay,
The poor Shadow Drake is like, there's a lot of weight on the
I
back of this.
questioned who was with Ilias because I was thinking the air elemental that you had let loose was died. The whole air genasi and Ilias that never connected until just now. Okay.
Okay, so Gorath and Ilias are going to ride on in the direction that Ilias leads because Ilias has a rough direction to gather the dead bodies or corpses and is going to essentially try to reconvene with you as you guys get towards your destination. That's the hopes. Well, this is a perfect place for us to end this chapter of our tale. And if you like what you have seen in Expanse today, give us a subscription. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Never miss another episode of Crit Eating Grin. And if you can't watch it, don't worry about it because we got you covered. You can listen to us on most podcast formats. We broadcast or release new episodes every Friday. So check us out. Give us those views, those likes, those thumbs ups, those, criticism is okay too if you keep it, somewhat professional. We need to get better. We can take it. We're big people. But that's all we've got for now until next week. Bye-bye.
In real life.
Bye.